So how can we work smarter to get these great deals? Well, we can use leverage. Now, we've all heard of leverage when it comes to finance, and most of us employ leverage when it comes to financing a property deal. So, by leverage with finance, what I mean there is that if we pay $300,000 for a rental property, we're not actually using $300,000 of our own money, are we? We might put 10 or 20% of our own money into that deal, but the rest of the money, the majority, we leverage someone else's money by borrowing that money from the bank. So we can do exactly the same thing when it comes to finding deals. Why can't we leverage someone else's time and skills to help us find these great property deals? Well, this is exactly what we are able to do. And this is why so many smart investors use a specialist property sourcing service to actually find deals for them. So how can we help? Well, at the Property Investor Centre, we have a New Zealand-wide team of expert property finders. Spread around the country, they're out there sourcing positive cash flow and heavily discounted deals every day. So we source, secure and complete the due diligence for you. We provide a full property report with up-to-date property valuations, independent rental income appraisals, demographic and local area information, as well as a full investment analysis. We can even recommend our preferred professionals, for example, mortgage brokers, lenders, the property managers that we use for our own portfolio, as well as the maintenance and renovation tradespeople as well. Okay, let's have a look at some examples of some of the previous deals that we've put together. Here we've got a block of 11 studio and 1 bedroom units in 9 Iron Lower Hutt. You can see here just by looking at the numbers that this was a fantastic deal. We purchased it at $272,500 below the valuation. It was 28.7% discount below the valuation, and it produced over an 11% gross yield. It created a cash flow positive of $1,490 per month. It's a fantastic deal, and these are the types of deals that we like to buy ourselves and that we certainly recommend our members buy. Okay, the next one here was quite a different property in comparison. It's a great little entry-level investment property. It was a 3-bedroom house in Waipakarau in Central Hawke's Bay, and it was secured for a mere $105,000, and that was still 25% below the valuation. Had $35,000 of instant equity, and it was a 9.4% gross yield, and it generated a positive cash flow pre-tax. So a great little starter deal for somebody starting out in property investment. Okay, the next one is another multi-unit property. It was a block of 4 3-bedroom units in Wanganui, and we purchased this property at $293,000, and that was $82,000 below the valuation, 21.8%, and it had a gross yield of 11.4%, and that was cash positive by $713 per month. So another example of a fantastic multi-unit cash flow property with a big discount. Okay, the next little property was 2 houses on 1 title in Piramai and Napier. Now, another great deal where we got a fairly hefty discount. It was over 20% below the valuation, which was $75,000 of instant equity. And once again, it was 10.6% gross yield and cash positive of $747 per month. So another fantastic little dual income property. We've got another big one here, guys. This was a property consisting of 8 times 2 bedroom units, and this was in central Rotorua. Now, this was an absolute mammoth deal, and just have a look at the amount of instant equity there. It was $541,000 below the valuation. It was a whopping 37% below, and it had a gross yield of just over 8%. Generated a positive cash per month of $1,148. This property needed a good tidy up. The grounds, as you can see there in the photo, the gardens weren't terribly wonderful and the lawns needed mowing, but good sound bones and a great property, and the person that bought that has tidied it up and increased the rental income even more since. So a fantastic deal with over $500,000 of instant equity in it from day one. Okay, here we have a little 1-bedroom, 1 times 1 bed and 1 times 2 bedroom units in Papatoetoe in Auckland, and This was another large instant equity deal. We got a big discount, 30% below the valuation. It created the client that bought it $156,000 of immediate equity, and it was 7.4% gross rental yield. It was cash positive by over $500 per month. So in this particular area in Auckland, normally only returns about 5% gross yield, but because we got such a large discount below what it would normally sell for, that obviously bumps up the rental yield as well. So once again, another happy member that purchased this property. Okay, so we've seen some examples of some of the deals that we have done in the past, but what's the process? How do we actually operate? Well, once we've secured a property that meets our investment criteria and we've completed our standard due diligence, the property is then ready to offer out to our members. So the details of the property are then emailed out to all of the members that have subscribed to us. Members who wish to purchase the property then would contact us to register their interest in buying that property. Now, just a wee note, we normally receive quite a lot of interest in our deals. So this is done on a first in, first served basis. So the first person that gets in touch with us, registers their interest, has the first crack at buying that particular property. Our team then liaises with the interested parties, answer any of their questions, and we aid them through their purchase process. Okay, the property is sold to you using the New Zealand Standard Auckland District Law Society Sale and Purchase Agreement. So this is exactly the same agreement as used by real estate agents in any normal real estate transaction. Now, we usually attempt to include our finder's fee into the purchase price. Now, this aids you in your ability to finance the fee. Okay, most lenders generally won't lend or fund a separate finder's fee. So it's just a nice little note to be aware of there. So we normally build our finder's fees into the purchase price to help you out. Occasionally we do have to charge our finder's fees separately in addition to the purchase price. Now in this situation we will assign the property to you via a deed of assignment of sale and purchase, which enables you to take over our original sale and purchase agreement. Okay, so you think this looks great. But how do I get access to these deals? Well, first you need to register as a member to receive our property alert emails. You can register for free by submitting your information via the sign up form at the top of our website. Take the opportunity to register now or visit our website at propertyinvestorcentre.co.nz. I'm Clint Taylor for Property Investor Centre, and we look forward to helping you build your portfolio.